Yes, hello everybody. Can you hear me? So, I want to talk about trend line, drawing a trend line, drawing a trend line, support and resistance. Yes, resistance. Sorry for that. Support and resistance. Support and resistance. What else? Um, I don't want to talk about candle formation right now. That'll be in another. So, all of this we'll be talking about trend line. So, like I said, some of my videos the other time I talk about uptrend, downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, and all. So, drawing an uptrend. Let's go for drawing an uptrend. Now, the basic thing you want to do when you want to draw an uptrend is to make sure you are capturing from one point to the other, like you are capturing from one point to the other. You want to make sure that yes, I have I have captured a movement from one point to the other. I have captured. Make sure it's from one point to the other, one point to the other. So let me erase this so I can give you. Let me look for a better view of what I'm saying. So let's look at this one. Let's look at this particular one. So pick from one point here, this place to this place. As an uptrend movement, uptrend movement, as an uptrend movement. So here's another one here. From one point to the other. Make sure it is touching. Some people make use of the wick. I hope you know what a wick is. Let me show you an example. This tiny line you see here is a wick. My price got there and rejected, and then I want to believe you also know opening and closing of a candle is very very important. It helps you to track price. So this is, let me not go to all this place. We'll talk about them sooner or later. So this is a resistance here. This is a resistance here. Anybody can call it any name, but that's the name I'm giving. So that's a resistance there, and I have a support here also. I have a support also. So this is a support. So I called it roof and the floor. Now, like the one I told you in the other video, this is an uptrend market, a trending market. There's no ranging. This is a trending market, a trending market. This is a trending market, it's a trending market, and it's in an uptrend, uptrend. It's in an uptrend. So that is an uptrend market. This is trending. So let's look at how we now trade the trending market. This is it. This is it here. This is an uptrend market. So, like my other video, I told you about markets moving from one point to the other, and suddenly you might have a breakout to the upside or to the downside, whichever way. You might have a breakdown. Sorry for that. Let me make corrections. Let me make corrections. So it's moving from this place to this place. Understand? So I want you to understand something. So we talked about moving from one point to the other, right? So Talked about moving from one point to the other. So let's now identify our support and resistance here. Let us identify our support and resistance. So I'm using the ray line. I showed you in the tools the other time. I'm using the ray lines. I'm going to show you on the chart how everything works. So this is a line chart. They call it a line chart, a line. People have different names, but you just have to detect it. Like there's a tutor, or is it a tutor? A teacher will not tell you everything. You won't be opportune to tell you all of these things. So this is you need to find it out yourself. So this is the support here. Then we have resistance here also. So this is a resistance here, and this is support here. You get that's a support there, and that's a resistance as well. So this place support, and this place resistance. So let me try and clone this thing. Let me clone it several times. Clone it several times. So that I can have something. So this is support here. This is resistance. So this is support here. And this is resistance here. This is resistance. So I hope you can all hear me. So support and that's resistance. So what did I say? Price moving from one point to the other. So price came from this low. This is an higher low. This is an higher low. Well, let me make it higher low. Like I said, like you're not going to be taught all. You need to find them out and you need to practice. Just 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 need to practice. You just need to practice. So this is an higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. You get. So this is a lower low. I mean sorry, higher low. Sorry. I'm using the clone in this control. It's right there, just like copy. So this is a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. I think we don't need this one. Let's delete. Let's delete the boy. If you don't need it, don't be wasting right there. So look at this particular thing very well. This is enough to make you money. This is enough to make you money. It is enough to make you money. I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain all of this and I hope you follow. So this is higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then I call it resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, and higher high. That's the resistance. So let's go. So I also told you sometimes ago, this is impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction. Then we have our impulse. So I'll show you in the chart, but let's focus right here. This is a lot of things. There's a lot of explanation. A lot of explanation. There's a lot of explanation. So price leaves this place. Let's say price was at $5 or something. It leaves this place and then jump to like $7. You understand? So in this particular piece, the candlestick might be having some, double top right here and it send it down here. So you have your first leg here. You have your first leg here. So you pick from this point to this point, right? So this is a resistance. And what did I say? When price bounced to the resistance, it dropped down, creates another support. And price goes up, break this resistance. It happens in an uptrend. It will break this resistance. If it did not break it and come down to this support again, then the price is ranging at that point. You are in a ranging market. If it does not break this space, then you are back in a ranging market. Or it's coming down to test something here or whatever. But let's focus on this particular diagram right here. So it breaks this place, creates another resistance, come down to this place, create a support here. The resistance has turned to a support at this point in time. Formerly, a resistance has turned to a support here. And this place here, there will be a lot of noise here. You focus on it, on how it broke out of this place. There will surely be a lot of noise right here. A lot of noise. A lot of noise. Trust me. There will be a lot of noise right here. A lot of noise right here, right here, right here. So it breaks through it and came down to create a support here. Break that same resistance. Trust me, there's a lot of noise right here. Creates a resistance, another resistance, and that resistance, the former resistance became a support, breaks it, turned to a resistance, became a support, right here, breaks it out. So to now trap your let's say you want to set your position where you want to set your position. So let's say you've seen price goes up here, and what are you going to be looking for at this point? You are looking for a double top or a rejection or a rejection pattern or a reversal pattern. And reversal pattern that I use most of the time is always an M pattern, is always an M pattern. It's a double top pattern. I always make use of a double top pattern, a double top pattern, a double top pattern. I used to make use of that very, very well. A double top pattern. Once I see this double top pattern, I am ready to sell the market down to the nearest the nearest support. I'm ready to sell the boy down to the nearest support. To the nearest support. Now, mind you, this one has been a resistance from high. So now I'm having it to the nearest support. So automatically, once the price break out of this place, I'm naming this guy my support. So I have a support here. This is also a support in this middle here. This is a resistance here. This is a resistance. Double resistance make a double top, and double support make a double bottom. So have that in mind. So once the price move from this place, hit my resistance, I'm surely selling with my reversal pattern or with my reversal method, the M pattern, the ascending channel. You understand? Ascending channel. I will also tell you what that looks like. I will show you on the chart as we go on. So it hits the resistance here and drop down to the support and breaks out of this space and move to the resistance. So study this, study this, study this, study this. You can make money using this pattern. This is a trend line pattern. You can make money. You can make money with it. Price move from here. You have the double top here. Once it comes here, you see a double bottom here. Follow it immediately. Once you have your confirmation of candle, go and read that candlestick Bible and get your information from there. You need to read as well. Not all information will be disseminated or will be distributed to you. So this place my resistance will automatically turn to support. This is my resistance. So let's go to the start I do here. So let's see what happened here. So see it here. It moves here and automatically this guy became our what? Our support. It drops down to this guy. Trust me, like 90% of the time the chart is being manipulated. Trust me, it is being manipulated. But what keeps you safe on the chart is your knowledge. Your knowledge is one thing that keeps you safe on the chart. If you don't have the knowledge of it, then you're gone. Like, see this drawing right here. It's not looking exactly like this, right? You have to make use of your knowledge. You need to just understand the key resistance and support. Once you understand it that okay, this is my resistance, this is my support, you'll be able to identify anything here. It doesn't look alike, but it's just it's just practical. Now you have to now go to the exam hall. You understand? Okay, let me give you a gist. You know what we learn in school, our lecturer teaching us. When you get to the market, it is you that will now learn how to now reconstruct, my brother. You will learn how to reconstruct. It is not as the book is just to give you a guideline, which is what this particular thing is telling. So now you have the examination room, the chart is moving, everything is online. The chart is moving, people are trading right here. Right in this place, they are not trading, it's just a chart, it's just a drawing. But this is the reality. This is the reality. This is the reality right here. It is by yourself that you will now, think. You open your understanding and think. So let me now make use of this. You understand? I don't want to go to a chart that looks like this. No. You will meet a lot of difficulty on the way. Imagine this particular aspect right now. If I want to get this thing right, man, this is what I'll do to help myself. This is what I'll do. I'll file out a point of support and resistance. It's very, very true, yeah. So you see a breakout here. What happened after the breakout? On a normal day, you feel this guy is about to move, but what happened? Boom, it destroys it. So this is the reality. This is the reality. It is a game. You have to be best in your game. No, I mean not better than anybody. I am not better than anybody. Whoever you see training out there, showing you result and all of that is not better than anybody. They are all just following the charts. Like nobody's better. This is another strategy. This is a plate and written strategy, but it didn't go well. Like it didn't go well. It didn't go well. Like so you have to just trust. You have to just trust the charts. You have to just trust it. This is something about this is I'm not going there right now. Like this is the reality, man. This is the reality. And this guy right here is just uh it's just let's say it's just how it's going to be. This is how it was supposed to be, and this is what they gave us. You understand? This is what they gave us. So this is support. Pin down to the support. There's a range here. There's always a range there. So it quickly went back up and still came back down to test it. If you look closely, that's a double bottom. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame and see what it did there. I bet you that is what we have there. Let's beg network. Oh. This network that is not giving us our charts, slowing things down for us. So let me see. Oh my god. Okay, couldn't load tap this. So this is a double top right now. See a double bottom. See the way it is. Not it's not like I drew it here. Just here. Came down as a double bottom and then boom to the upside. You get it? Like it is not always what you see. This is the reality. This is just a chart. This is just a chart. So what do you do with this information? What do you do with this information? You just make use of what you have actually learned from this diagram here. Just install it down there. It will safeguard you. It will safeguard you. It will give you a guidance on what you are supposed to do. Once like is like when everything you don't understand everything, this diagram will give you what you are supposed to do in the reality. It's going to give you what you are supposed to do in reality. So this is support here and a resistance. We don't care. We don't really care about this resistance right here. We want to just follow this support. It's eating it back to back. We want to follow it. So you follow it. It hits this is a double bottom and went back up. Created a channel here. This is a small support and resistance here too. A small support and resistance. Like I said, there's a pattern within a pattern. You just have to recognize. We created that channel there. You understand? This is an impulse here, impulse here, correction, gave us an impulse also, gave us an impulse also here, and corrected here also. There's a correction here also. So, bro, like you just need to understand, like this is your reality. This is it. This is what you are going to trade. This is what I am going to trade. If I don't see this, I am not jumping in. See, it gave us a tip, that tip I talked about, but didn't get to our support here. If you want to buy here, you just place your order here. You understand? You place your order, but it didn't get there. It's not your fault. It is not like you're a failure. It is just what the market wants to present to us, and then boom, it started going up. It's rough. It is not like this line. It is rough. You have to just find it out. So after that correction, it came down, give us another impulse. And what happened? It couldn't hold, started dropping. You see it, it gave us another correction here, give us another correction. Instead of it to give us a correction here, it gave us a retest here. There was a retest. I'll tell you what the retest like. Prison break and retest, or there's a lot to learn. So just have to so give us a retest here. Just have to know when the market is trying to give us a retest, it's trying to give us a correction, it's trying to create a pattern and everything. I call this one a flag. This is a flag. This is an impulse. There's a small flag here too. There's a small flag here too. There's a small flag, but we call it a bearish flag. There's a small flag here too. And this time this one is trying to test like he wants to break, giving us a double top, a double top. You just have to recognize what phase we are. We are in the impulse phase right here. We are in the impulse phase right here. So there's you shouldn't panic right here. You shouldn't panic or otherwise when the market tells you, bro. Like the market gives a lot of information, and don't beat yourself too hard when your this thing fail, when your strategy fail. Like I said, nobody will teach you. It's like let me just give you an example. You have a driver instructor. It won't be the one to hold your hand on the steering. Like it won't enter inside you to hold your steering. It will impart that knowledge inside of you. So it is not left to you to make practice, to turn practice into your spirit, to practicalize it every day, to go as in when you spend time on the chart, you understand this thing. But if you don't spend time on the chart, you're going to lose out. You are going to lose out. There's no other way around. So this is it here. So break it created another channel here and break down. You understand? Created another channel and break down. So let's look at this system. What happened here? So let's I said there's pattern within a pattern. All of this place now is started ranging. It's ranging around there, started ranging here. And what happened? It broke out. started moving, creates a small correction here, small correction here, and started moving a double top here, boom, to the downside, and still range here, and boom, it broke it, came down, created a small channel here, this is a small correction here, boom, to the downside, and then it came down, we tested this place, it was a double top, like it is always presenting itself, always presenting itself, always presenting itself. So we are reading the charts. I'm not telling you about one pair or one this thing or one that we are reading the charts. I don't care about the charts. They all used to give the same pattern and the same movement. So everything is the same. So this is our reality and this is what we have in our head. This is your dream. This is your dream, but this is the reality. This is the reality. Get me? This is the reality. So you have to watch closely. See this particular place now. It gave us an impulse, right? And then it started ranging here, small ranging market here, small ranging market here, small ranging market here, and boom, because an impulse, it's bullish, boom. This place bullish also, bam, correction. Once you have an impulse, you have a correction. Once you have an impulse, once you have that in your mind, that impulse a correction and impulse a correction. Let's go to the recent occurrence or what is happening in the market right now. So this is what is happening in the market right now, right? This is what is happening in the market right now. Now, please have it at the back of the mind. The analysis can fail. Anything can tweak it. There's a lot of manipulation going on in the market. So don't blame yourself so much. So yesterday I had this, I have this, I have this, I have this. It was there and all of a sudden it broke down. You understand? It broke down. It came down here. You understand? So I'm still watching. Why? Because there's a point of support here. The guy came down to touch my support here. My support here. He came down to touch my support. I'm hoping it breaks up to this point. And if it doesn't and it fills me, I'll be waiting for it down there to pick it up again. But this is my reality right now. My analysis here hasn't failed. It only failed me here, it didn't break out. So I won't even buy it. I won't even buy here. I won't buy it. Say it. It didn't even like let's look closely. I won't buy it. Sometimes you have to be careful. You have to be careful. It's a very good analysis because it's a correction here and this another correction. It's correcting. So it's supposed to break out. So don't beat yourself too hard. So this is it now. This is what I had yesterday. So let's join it here. Let's join it here. And still remain positive that okay, this guy is going to move. He's trying to do this, trying to create something, he's trying to create something higher and larger. Let's just give it patience. Let's give it patience. Or I remain positive with with my chart here and say, okay, let me remain positive here unless I see something different. Don't rush. Don't rush the market. Don't rush it. It's going to come to you. Wait patiently. So this is the reality. So this is the market right here. So this place, I can't make any decision right here. I can't make any decision right here. My decision has been made right here because it came to my support here. It didn't even touch my price, but I don't care. I don't mind. The problem still here, still here. Unless it break out of this place, then I am very positive it's going up. If it doesn't break out of here, then down. So this place is not for me to decide yet. I have to be patient enough to wait for it. So that is our reality, and that is it. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care.